Strep makes a long-term home inside the liver, and when it makes a long-term home inside the liver throughout your life, it goes up into the lymphatic system is where it ends up. So you'll have overage. So it goes on. So you get streptococcus overage. So we're talking about acne right now. That streptococcus overage ends up in your lymphatic vessels, in your lymphatic system. That's how the acne blows up. It blows up on your chest. It blows up on your hairline. It blows up on your neck. It blows up on your back, right? Okay? It blows up around your groin. It blows up on your ass. It blows up. That acne can blow up anywhere is what happens. And people have it all over the place. I've talked to people, they've had it neck, hairline, they've had it on their lower back, they've had it on in their groin, they've had it everywhere, right? And this is important to know. Hormones doesn't cause acne. Critical to know. That's one part of why we can't heal out there, because the information is so disjointed. It's so much misinformation out there. Cystic acne, right, is an actual infection. There's infectious material happening. A hormone can't create an infection. You see how it works, you guys? So your own hormone, your estrogen, your testosterone cannot create an infection. You see how it works? We don't walk around where our hormone creates an actual boil, cystic acne, of an infection, infectious material, where doctors have to treat bad acne cases with lots of antibiotics they've done all these years. Your hormone doesn't create an infection. You see how that works? See how important that is? Like, when you actually understand the information, it's like, wait a minute. It's true. How can your estrogen or your testosterone, how can your hormones actually create an actual infection, right? So you got infections all through your skin. You got infections all in your body. You got infections on your hairline. You got infections here. Your hormone created infection? Think about that, right? Then why do I only break out when my cycles? I've talked about this for years. I'm glad you're here. You must be new here, okay? Because medical medium information, I've talked about this over time. What happens is when your cycle's coming on, your immune system lowers. That's what goes on. 80% of a woman's immune system goes to the reproductive system when she's having her cycle. Only 20% of the immune system is left behind to keep streptococcus at bay. That's why women get more than acne when they have their cycles. They get scratchy throats. They get sore throats. They get itchy ears. They get more chronic sinusitis. They get migraines. They get more issues. They get discharge, vaginal discharge. That's not just their cycle. They have all kinds of issues. They get the overactive bladder starts to really amp up during their cycles. This is all low-grade pathogen. This is low-grade streptococcus. So when your immune system drops during menstruation and your immune system drops, streptococcus gets strong and it comes up. And then next thing you know it, same thing happens with ovulation. You might get your acne during ovulation. Well, that's the same thing. Ovulation takes out 40% of a woman's immune system. So that's the next part. That's how it works. Why am I only breaking out on the cheeks of my face? Because the streptococcus is sitting here in the lymphatic system here. That's why. The strep is sitting here. That's the whole point. Your strep can be anywhere in the lymphatic system. When you have strep overage leaving the liver, it can end up anywhere in the body in the lymphatic system. You might be somebody that has the acne on the hairline. You might be somebody that has the acne, on your face, on the cheeks. You might have it on your chin down here. It could be the lymphatic system here, right? That's why. Because streptococcus causes acne. But you can't put acne behind you 100%. Like, put it behind you unless you know what it is and what causes it, and then protocols, right? Protocols. So the worst acne cases, some of the worst acne cases, devastating, healed with medical medium information. Then wouldn't you say hormones dropping is the cause leading you to be more prone to infection? Not at all. Hormones dropping isn't making you. It has nothing to do with the hormones, right? Nothing to do with the hormones. Hormones can't create the infection. See how it works? So a hormone can't create an infection. Your immune system protects the reproductive system when you're going through your cycle. Your immune system protects your reproductive system. It's Streptococcus that's creating the infection, not the hormones. Really important to know. That's why you can have somebody with really low hormones and lots of acne. I mean, it doesn't even make any sense. You can have somebody with low testosterone, low estrogen, and they're just still all have acne. It doesn't matter about hormones with acne. What matters about acne is how much Streptococcus do you have, and when your immune system lowers, it takes off. So it's important right there.